Okay, day 9 of our urban versus bush survival, and this is the day 2 of our bush survival. And there's plenty of plants around, and as I'd actually anticipated, there's not many things in fruit, so I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of a few plants. This is a native one called Tetragonia tetragonoides, and you're likely to find this around the coastline and going inland in saltwater rivers. And it's a good one to know. In New Zealand they call it kohihi. They also call this New Zealand spinach or warrigal greens. A lot of the restaurants call it warrigal greens that serve it now. It's a bit of a gimmick, but it's not bad food, reasonably high in iron. And the New Zealand Maori use it to treat arthritis and gout and all that sort of thing. They have a really strong dish of it and use it for that. You need to blanch it. If you want to eat it, you need to blanch it first. So for anyone who doesn't know what blanching is, dip it quickly in boiling water, in and out, and then straight into some cold water to keep its foam, or else it's got a really sort of bitter aftertaste. Tastes sort of oxalic acidy, if that makes sense at all. Here we got native hops from the Dodonaea genus, and this can be pounded up and applied to really bad infections. Also, when the seeds come out in it, when they start to turn brown like you can see here, that means the oysters are at their thickest, and that's a bit of old knowledge which I learnt a while back. There's some more of those seeds. Again, pound it up and poultice to a wound, can work really well. Here we've been eating a few of these, but again, not much food the last couple of days. This is Acacia longifolia subspecies Sephori, so coast wattle, very closely related to Sydney golden wattle. We can use this for soap. It's full of saponin, and we can also eat the inside of the pods, but the outside skin of the pods is poisonous, just like with all the wattles around here. You've got to be really careful of that. What else have we got? We've got some blowfly grass or bryza. Everyone's seen this one around. There's a native species, and there's also some introduced species which are edible. This is a headache vine and can be used to treat headaches. You pound it up and inhale it for a certain amount of time, and a good head massage goes really well with that as well. And that's clematis. That's from the clematis genus. What else have we got here? We've got this native cherry, which its fruit aren't quite ripe yet, but you can see those tubes starting to come out. It's one of our few coniferous looking, or conifer looking plants you get around here, and these leaves can be burnt for getting rid of mosquitoes. It's an insect repellent. Not a bad one too. Good friend of mine told me that. What else have we got? Well, here we've got the wombat berry vine, or Aestrophis latifolius. It looks very much like bamboo, the leaves, and you can eat the orange fruit off that, which aren't ripe at the moment. Seems to be an ongoing thing here, and you can follow that down to the ground and dig up the roots. They're really tasty, and you can get between 5 and 50 tubers from those little clear looking carrot tubes. There's some more of the leaf. Some more of it there. So there's plenty of that around. Let's see what else we got. Well, here we've got the 5-fingered water vine, or native grape. And I've eaten the young leaves. I'm not telling you to, but I've eaten the young leaves of this one before with a bit of success. They were pretty tasty. And the reason it's called water vine is because it stores water in its vine. You get the thicker vines, the longer and thicker vines. I'll give you an example of one over here. You get the longer and thicker vines this thick. You cut them into sections about 1 metre long, and these take about probably 15 to 20 years to get that thick. So you cut them down to about 1 metre length, hang it upside down, cut a notch halfway down it, it'll go drip, pour, and it'll pour water out for you. Fill about a glass of water, 3/4 of a glass of water. So it's not a bad one to know in a survival situation. There is plenty of different plants around, edible plants, including this native sarsaparilla, or Smilax glycophylla, which gives you a sugar rush. And I like to munch on a few of these leaves to give me my sugar rush, especially if I'm not getting much food. I'll munch on this. Oh, look at that. I've just spotted the only fruit in this area. We're actually going to get out of this area today because there's lots of ticks and possibly paralysis ticks, and Benson's already got one tick on him, so we're going to get out of here quick smart. I'm just going to eat the fruit off the native sarsaparilla, which has around 25 milligrams per 100 grams of vitamin C, or ascorbic acid. So vitamin C is really, really important so we don't get scurvy. Okay, and it's important to get up early in the morning, even though I really didn't feel like it. I haven't been sleeping too well on the hard ground. It's important to get up early in the morning and get stuck into the day. Anyway, day 9 and a couple of days without food, but we've been eating so much in the urban survival leg of it that it's probably spoiled us a little bit. So we're going to go to an area where I'm hoping we can get some yabbies and some fish and even possibly some honey today at some stage. We're going to go and have a look around, but we're doing okay. Morale's high. I could probably do with losing a few kilos anyway, and certainly save money in this last 9 days. So yeah, I'll see you really soon.